The Dallas Cowboys faced a tough challenge against the Baltimore Ravens, and the outcome left fans with plenty to ponder. In a preseason matchup that ended with a score of 31-13 in favor of the Ravens, there were several key observations that emerged, particularly regarding quarterback Joe Milton's performance. But here's where it gets controversial. How much weight should we really place on these preseason games? A reality check for Milton. During an interview on 105.3 The Fan, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones expressed his desire to see quarterback Joe Milton improve his passing accuracy. When he comes out throwing those passes, I'd like to see him complete a few, Jones remarked before the game. Unfortunately, Milton's performance did not align with those expectations. By the end of the first half, Milton had completed only 2 out of 8 passes for a mere 14 yards, along with an interception. His first play resulted in a safety after being sacked by Ravens cornerback Keon Martin, and his last pass of the half was intercepted by safety Ruben Lowry in the end zone. Despite these struggles, Milton did manage to find some rhythm later in the game, finishing with 9 completions on 18 attempts for 122 yards, including a notable 49-yard deep throw to Jonathan Mingo. This moment highlighted his potential, yet the first half served as a stark reminder of the distance he still needs to cover to reach consistent performance levels. Fortunately for the Cowboys, they have 2 more years to develop his skills. Meanwhile, Will Grier is also in the mix for the backup quarterback position, and according to offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, the competition remains open. Grier's first play resulted in a 33-yard completion. But he ended the game with just 1 successful pass out of 5 attempts. The nickel cornerback conundrum. As the Cowboys prepare for their season opener against the Philadelphia Eagles, there's a strong possibility that their starting nickel cornerback could be an undrafted player. Zion Childress, a rookie from Kentucky, has quickly climbed the depth chart and performed admirably against the Ravens. Competing with him is Kemon Hall, another undrafted player from North Texas who made a highlight reel diving interception during the game. However, the Cowboys also have DaRon Bland as a potential slot option, which could change the dynamics of the roster as they await the return of several key players, including Trevon Diggs, a surprising contender for the roster. In our latest projection for the 53-man roster, we noted that the defensive line was a position of interest, with 11 players expected to make the cut. James Houston, who was not included in our initial predictions, is making a strong case for himself. He demonstrated his pass rushing ability during the game, applying pressure on Ravens quarterback Cooper Rush and nearly forcing a fumble. Houston has shown dedication, often being one of the last players on the field during training camp to work on his skills. Will his hard work pay off with a spot on the final roster? Aiming for redemption, Damone Clark, who started every game for the Cowboys in 2023, faced a challenging season last year, starting only 2 games. This year, he may not return to a starting role with players like Jack Sanborn and Kenneth Murray ahead of him. However, Clark showcased his potential during the game, recording 7 tackles and 2 tackles for loss in the first half alone. His performance was marked by speed and confidence, qualities that were noticeably absent last season. A strategic approach to preseason. In a surprising move, the Cowboys had all healthy players participate in pre-game warm-ups, including quarterback Dak Prescott, who has not played in the preseason since 2019. The only hint that this was a strategic ploy was the absence of game day socks from star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Schottenheimer has indicated that the team has specific snap counts in mind for certain players throughout the preseason. With only 1 game remaining, will many of the starters sit out entirely? Only 7 of the projected 22 starters participated against the Ravens, while other teams have opted to give their starters at least some playing time this preseason. The Cowboys' approach raises questions about its effectiveness as they head into the regular season. Join the conversation. What do you think about the Cowboys' preseason strategy? Are you concerned about Joe Milton's performance, or do you believe he has the potential to improve? Share your thoughts in the comments below.